worked anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Those things once, and we all died pretty much. So let's not try to go after that again for a minute.
Okay.
I'm going to say that the kobolds helped you back to town. They know their way around the ice since they live up here. They kind of run along ahead of you with long poles and kind of probe the snow to find the safest path. Why is this stupid? Is she not loading? And they
I'm gonna
get
tell
you.
the kobolds if they see another one of the Twingas, don't kill it. We need it alive.
20 is not letting me load any character sheets. So let me refresh. Try to refresh it.
I mean, like
Come
Loki,
on,
Hannah will
20.
tell Hoagie that if he feels cold, he can always snuggle up against her for warmth. And if he takes her up on it, she would literally underneath her.
Yes.
I could always
Be him being like,
If Hannah just smiles like, so am I. I have a lovely wife, but you are cold. You are small and you are cold. Like it means nothing more.
okay, I think I might have finally gotten the character sheets. I'm trying to get sheets popped out, and it's giving me a hard time. No, I don't want that. Yay! It's loading. I can actually see the stuff on it now. Yay! So I get it's pretty much nightfall by the time you get back to Dugan's Hole. It took you like a half a day to get there, and I believe that's great. About a half to get back. Although the kobolds help back up the pace a little since they seem to know all the good routes. It says here. I just want to make sure I was right with the half a day thing. Say. I swear it told me how far it was.
I hate when that happens. When I'm just looking.
Yeah, I swear it told me like it. I swear it told me at one point because I read it, and I'm pretty sure it was a half a day. But this doesn't say at all how far away it was. It doesn't matter. We'll just say it took you most of the day to get there and back, because you had to rest for a while. So it's pretty much nightfall by the time you get back to town.
do we see any Twingas?
Well, you'd have to pull out your lantern.
I have dark vision. Oh yeah, lantern.
No,
I
you
forgot about
don't. You the only way to find them is to use a lantern.
that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I think I gave you guys that handout.
Yeah,
yes,
you did.
I don't have it. LA does. LA, could I see that lantern real quick?
Oh, of course. And she hands it over.
I like hold it out, see if I see anything. Is it like lights up or anything?
Kind of like wave it, like hold it out, check around a couple buildings, but nothing comes up.
Okay.
So what are you guys gonna do? You're back in town. It's pretty much night. Aurora's up in the sky.
Hannah looks at the others like, perhaps we ought to rest first before we go see the chieftain.
Yes, hon, I was thinking about the same thing.
Hmm. This was right.
We could use a rest and maybe a hot meal. What do you think? And she looks down at the kobolds.
And they're like, "Oh, we've been eating like chunks of ice for the last couple days, so and then pieces of rotting whale. So that does sound good."
How does rotting whale taste? Is it horrible or is it a delicacy?
I mean, it is what it is.
Depends
She
on how
knows.
you preserve it, lassie.
Exactly.
Well, if it's rotting, it's not really
kind of,
preserved.
I kind of think that it's probably tastes horrible to us, but maybe it's good to them.
Us too.
Ah,
By choice, we couldn't. Go back to the tavern or to your drafty shed.
I'm thinking to the tavern.
Yeah.
Tavern seems like they have food.
No way to move people to the map without having to drag it because there's so many maps. Pain in the ass. I wish I could like click on it and say move my players here.
I think that I think players should be putting them at that point. Each person would have a
Yeah,
different
but if
idea.
I could just like click on the map and say put my players here instead of having to find and drag the because I have like
I definitely agree with you on that.
4 scroll downs of maps.
More. I used to be
Yeah,
a
I
lot
guess.
worse. I'm so glad they updated. But yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I really wish you could just designate characters are currently playing. I would
Like,
like
just-
to put them down here.
You could just double click on the map and it would just take you there, and then it's not a problem dragging the characters out. It's grabbing the player ribbon and plopping it on the other map.
Yeah.
You guys get a tavern that they actually seem a little surprised that you're alive. And dragging yourself back in here.
I imagine we look worse for wear. Oh, we have had the worst day so far.
I kind of raise their eyebrow at the kobolds too, but they don't say anything about it. It seems like they're normal around here.
Hannah will take a seat and call it, the hot food, and she'll place a gold coin on the count on the table.
He gives you a mug of ale, and then he gives you a piece of dried fish because they don't have any hot food here.
No hot food at all.
This is-
This is disappointing.
He's like, this is just a place to drink. We don't really serve food here.
Get a hot meal.
I mean, you could go begging door to door, but it's not likely. We have very little supplies as it is.
All right, Hannah. I guess I understand that. I will take some.
Kind of, and say, dear, will you warm this up for me, please? Just a touch. Don't burn it.
Sure. Flame hands. Light it up.
Alright. Chug down the ale.
Offers up the fish
as
tenders
well.
as well.
So I really don't know how heating it.
I think
At least
It's like
warm
smoked
deli thing.
smoked
We've been
dried fish.
We are very cold, and eating some nice hot food, even if it doesn't really affect it that much, might just help warm.
Sure. Not cold. Fortunately, cinders are microwave now.
Level. Just hold it close. I'll go ahead and get the fish too and heat it up. 1 second. Okay. Everybody there? All of a sudden.
Ah. My mouse has a backlink keeping it.
Making you leave the page.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
But it loads much faster than it has been, so we're all good. All right.
And actually, why don't I just pull it up and roll 20? So I can do that. I said I should have logged in earlier, but I ate dinner late because Trevor was in a meeting until like close to 6 o'clock, so I couldn't really like cook or anything. Need the quest for this quest.
I need the quest for the quest.
Yeah. Easy if I could just click on it. There we go. Okay, got it. So while you guys are eating your burnt fish jerky, because I can't imagine how you would really heat it up without burning. Dwarf lady at the end of the bar would kind of like lean in and be like, I'm surprised not many go out to the not many newbies go out there and return.
Well, we
We have our
probably
tricks,
wouldn't.
and I'll light up my hands again.
We probably wouldn't have if not for our new friends. And she lifts her head towards the.
At that, and she says, there's a they tend to come up here because they're looking for dragons to serve, but not many of them make it either. It's a little cold for them, but some of them make it. And she like smiles at the kobolds.
Ilay kind of pulls out
They're
her
a bit
note.
hardier than the ones to the south.
Ilay, you see Ilay pulling out her notebook and jotting down a few notes. Fascinating.
And she would say, if you guys are looking for more work, I have something you could possibly investigate for me.
Oh, and what's that, hun?
She said there's been some recent murders in 10 towns, and the council speakers had her to look into it, and I'm retired, I'm bored, I got nothing else to do. I'd like to see if I can figure out what's going on. I have a suspect, but I'd need someone a little bit more mobile than me to I need at some point, and haven't been able to get around as easily.
I've heard that's code for marriage in some places.
The plague of many adventurers, lassie.
She says there's a trader that comes through named Torg. Well, it's a trading company called Torgs, and it's owned by a dwarf named Torga Icevein. Trying to figure out if Torga is a dude or a chick. I think it's a chick.
Sounds like a chick.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
It just says a shady dwarf named Torga Icevein, but that sounds like a
Could be a they.
it doesn't. There actually is a they that is one of the characters you meet, but I'm pretty sure Torga is a woman. But anyway, she's a trader. She goes from town to town, and she basically jacks up the prices on supplies. But she's become one since the rhyme is set in. She's been one of the few things keeping smaller communities like this afloat. But I have a feeling that one of her caravan guards is responsible for these murders. They always seem to happen right after they come to town.
And you see Ilay jotting down notes about this. All right. Is she here now, or is she due here at sometime soon?
Said to be. I have it marked down. Koenig. Which I don't know if I have a map of 10 towns. Let me see if I have a map of
Is
10
that a
towns.
C or an
that I
A
can show you
or a
guys.
K?
Koenig. Well, they didn't give me a map of like Icewind Dale in general. I think I would have to peel this
That's-
map out of the back of the book, which I don't want to do.
Usually, Roll20 includes that map if there's a map that's in the back of the book.
No, they didn't give me the map of Icewind Dale. I have all the towns.
Oh, that is seriously strange. Ugh, I hate when they do that because you have to pay the same amount for for Roll20 as the book itself, and they don't give you all the maps. Ugh. Sorry.
Here it is. Okay. Well, nope, that's not where you're going. There.
So stack that stuff there.
You guys still putting people on the map. It must.
But
If you drag your character around, it can show you. If you put them like right in the center, then you can pretty much
Yeah,
see.
no. Then here I'll put you guys in the middle.
Okay.
Of what
Like
roughly?
like this map
'cause
isn't showing the names of places, by the way. It might be, if it's showing names on you.
That's
for you, it
fine.
might be
I'll
the
show
GM layer.
you. So you guys are here.
Okay.
Can you see that? That's Dugan's Hole.
Wow.
Koenig is up here.
Oh, okay. Like if we know
Sorry,
this,
my ping is like light blue, and I really
Yeah.
don't think that's gonna work on these maps.
I was like thinking
Yeah.
that since we know those, we get the names off layers so that it's marked on the map when we're referencing it, or like fill it in as we find.
Well, you don't really
the towns or
know where
something.
Koenig is.
Well,
you
we
haven't
know, we
been
know
there
where
yet.
we are now at the very least.
You know what you know what it's called, but that's
Okay.
it.
But I mean, we do know our own personal location right now, so.
Yeah. Let's see this because I see the word, but I don't know how to come to the surface.
You
Oh no! I just moved everything, and now
Yeah.
I fucked up the map.
Yep.
It just moved everything.
You can also hit an undo for that. Sometimes
Is
that
there an
helps.
undo?
Yeah.
Where is the undo? How many undos can I do?
I don't know.
There we go. All right, so they're all on one layer. I don't know if I can.
Yeah,
They're all like.
Yeah, you go to the GM layer, and unless it's all like all together
It's
in
all
one group,
piece.
Oh, it's all
It's
one piece.
all one piece.
Never mind then.
So I can't.
Okay.
That's why everything moved because I tried to grab the one piece, and like. Here. It says it's on the map layer. Can you see it now?
No. I'm sorry, Cinder.
It says it's on the map layer. You should be able to see the words. I don't know.
I can't see any of them.
I don't either.
Oh,
not
you
seeing any names.
scared the crap out of me, Alvar.
Huh.
The deep voice, like it's out of nowhere. You're so quiet.
I don't know why it looked. It's not letting me select. It's like treating the whole. I don't know what that just did. I did. I think I screwed it up.
I pretty much have
Can
to,
you
like-
guys see like anything?
Yeah, I can see the whole map. I just can't see like any names or anything.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like they're on a layer, but now I can't select that layer, and I don't. What I did. I don't know. Or that's the token layer. I did with this map. It's really weird. Like I can't select just pieces. Stupid. Maybe if I go to this layer. Does that work? Can I pick it there? What was that? I think that was roads, maybe? Did you see roads?
Looks the same to me.
I don't know. Okay, now I can select, if I send it to the map layer, do you see it now?
Not yet.
Nothing changed for me,
I don't even I don't know where it went.
You might need to go to the map layer, select the whole map, and send that to the back.
Not sure I can do that. Can you see Dugan's Hole now?
I can
And the
see part of
roads,
a
yes.
road.
Well, you're not supposed to be able to see the roads.
Okay, so I can't see them.
Okay, now it is.
roads now.
Back to the GM layer. Can you see Hole?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's all you need to see now. There is a dot, but I don't think it brought the dot forward.
As long as we can see the name, then we know roundabout where it is.
Frustrating. I'll have to try clicking because I'm not sure what layer these pieces are on. They're not on the info overlay, objects and tokens.
Yeah.
Babe.
I give up. You can see where it is. You're right next to a lake. I wonder if I could just grab like. I can't draw like a box to like select everything. I have to like clicky clicky clicky. I'll fix it later. Anyway, but put you guys back in the tavern because I made that map and that map works. That map is anyway. So she would be is to kind of to the north. You'd have to pass through believe one other town to get there. Another care something. They don't have a small version of the map that I can look at, and I don't want to rip this one out of the back of the box.
And it's going to kind of hum and say, "What?" Sorry. Say, "Well, dearly, it's a small matter of faces and distrust. We need the letter of recommendation still."
Well, once you're able to go out of here, you can look into it for me. You could drop my name. I'm pretty well known around here. It's Lynn Trollbane. If you say you're working for me, they'll probably leave you alone.
Lynn Trollbane. Alright. I'm Ile, by the way.
Oh no.
Type out the name since it's. She would say, "Pleased to meet you. Hopefully you find better treatment in other towns once you get a little bit more well known."
Hannah will simply shrug and drown the rest of her ale and say, "I am work, lassie. If they do not kill me, it is treatment enough."
Dwarf would just like smile and say nothing because she knows that killing you isn't the worst way to die out here.
I just give Hana a sympathetic look.
Hannah just gives you a shrug, Cinder.
Yeah, that one kind of looks at you. So, so other people hunt orcs on the prime. But why? Are you bad?
Hannah kind of looks to you, Helena, and say, "It is complicated. Orcs follow the forget the name. The one I got
Grimash?
like the one-eyed,
Yeah.
and his ways are very problematic to for the least. My tribe, such as my the one of my childhood, they are the rarity here. Most orcs seek to conquer and enslave. Yeah, Grunmesh.
Yeah.
Less intelligent beings don't realize that not everyone is the same, and so they just see a person that looks like an orc or a half orc, and they think that they worship that god and that they're going to be evil.
Hannah looks at you. It's like, but it is not necessarily because small-mindedness. As I said, my orcs that do not follow the Grimish are very rare, and often we are killed for this supposed weakness by the other orcs, or the orcs who would see favor from him.
I'm just saying the lesser intelligence comes in whenever you realize, like whenever they don't realize that not everyone is the same.
Well, it's more along the lines when 999 out of 1,000 orcs try to kill you, you're probably not going to give that one orc a chance.
Fair.
Like,
Yeah.
and Hannah's like shrugs, says, "It is better to be more cautious, lassie of the orcs, than to expect welcomeness when you see them." And she kind of gives you this toothy smile and looks at her ale like, it is empty. Barkeeper, perhaps a refill? And how much will that be? 5 silver?
Double whatever the regular price is. I think I pulled that. Actually, let's see, an ale. Yeah, it's a mug of ale. Actually, a gallon of ale is 2 silver, so it'd be 4 ale. I'm assuming you're drinking it by the gallon.
Oh my god.
She's an orc! Yeah. She's had a hard day. 4 silver down. Do you need me to make a con check for all this ale?
I mean, if you want.
A second to load. Oh shit! I don't have the beyond. Let me go ahead. Just roll it manually. Then it's +5. All the things I forgot to do. Computer. Oof, she's drunk.
Time
Actually,
to go
I
back
forget
to your drafty shed. You have to like drag Hannah.
and she's just kind of clutching Elay and Cinder and babbling about her wife. She's pulled out a little picture and it looks like she has like a bunch of blonde hair and she's just babbling about how beautiful her wife is.
Helena would take a look at the picture and say, "Yes, she does look quite beautiful, doesn't she?"
Like, she is more fair than the moon and the stars. I am lucky. She's going to kind of lean into you, Helena, and say, and says she give very soft hugs. Very soft hugs.
Uh,
When she hugs me.
that's probably what she says. Embrace the
She's Hannah is breaks into orcish waxing poetic about her wife.
No one here speaks Orcish.
No.
So you have no idea what
really.
she's saying. Or no, somebody did because somebody was able to.
Orcish.
Yeah, out of character, I think, since Verheln is from her, the goddess, the Raven Queen, she's going, I don't want to hug her.
Hannah is beholden to no god. Not yet. Listen, she loves her wife.
Turn in for the night? Are you gonna watch Hannah roll around the floor of the tavern?
Still,
They're going
she's
to.
now she's now probably going to be singing a Baldi love song to her.
Italy
In
is going
Orcish.
to attempt to carry her out.
I'll assist.
Like-
And it actually, she
I have
starts,
a strength of. Go ahead.
well, she would listen to to you sing, kind of making notes, but she doesn't understand the words, and she's probably looking to Elaine and says, what's she saying?
Italy will smile a little bit and translate when they're out of earshot of the bar patrons.
Okay.
So she is very much describing her wife in great detail.
Ah, that's interesting.
She getting into like the NC-17 ratings?
Oh yeah.
We know what
Yeah.
happened last time when we got horny and decided to start talking like that. Let's not do that this time.
No, that's why. She's just drunk, and when she gets drunk, she loves her wife even more than when.
So when we go into this, our barn, no, it would actually probably pull out.
Our
So
little
let's see what
shed.
the quietest instrument she has. Probably pull out her flute and softly start to play kind of a tune that kind of matches the tune that you were kind of. You know,
Yeah. Do you want me to try to roll performance for this song I'm singing?
No.
I have a +0.
Do it.
Orcish does not translate very well into songs.
no, but apparently Helen can do it.
So it's
But
not like
even with your
Klingon.
good flute playing, the orc that's basically just screaming and they're not sure if she's going to attack.
We've already
Considering she's
carried her
half
out.
drunk over.
So I guess are you guys moving to your drafty shed for the night?
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
we'd already carried her out at this point.
No, you guys were still trying. You were trying, but he was resisting. Yeah, sorry Trevor decided to come back here and rustle around for like 5 minutes. I don't know what the heck he was looking for.
That's okay.
Trevor?
Yeah, my boyfriend.
I
Like,
thought you had like a pet named Trevor, and I'm like, that's cool.
No, I have Bree and Florg the hedgehog. I mean, Trevor is sort of a pet, I guess. She needs to go back to the tavern, I think, because she's not there anymore. Good. So yeah, I don't know if you guys want to keep watch or do any of that stuff.
I don't think Hannah's in any state to keep watch. Instead, she's snuggling against Elaine and mumbling how soft and fluffy she is.
Italy just kind of pats her on her head and continues making notes of things. And we'll keep watch for the next 2 hours.
I'll kind of like go over next to Hannah and try to like talk her into laying down and going to sleep.
She's amenable at this point.
Say, do I need to roll a persuasion?
No, I think she'd probably be tired at this point. After the long day they had.
Chewed off and trekked through the snow all day, and
I'll try to like cover her up with like, do we have blankets or just covering her up with hay?
would have proper gear for traveling in this place. If you didn't have it, you'd be dead.
I'll cover her up and just kind of like tuck her in.
We should all just pile up together for warmth.
And then I lay on top of her for warmth.
Just like last time.
Let's hope the dice doesn't put us in horny jail again.
Yeah, actually, at some point Helena would walk up
I
to
mean, you definitely.
Helena would walk up to Lance and say, wake me in the 2 hours and I will take the rest of the watch.
Of course, dear.
Well, not to wake me, but yeah. I just go and sit by the other two and go into trance.
You guys are most technically in the middle of town. Like the night would pass by fairly uneventful. You might hear howling in the distance, or just but it's pretty quiet. People don't leave their houses unless they actually need to. Is that sorry?
The PTSD flashbacks from wolves at the howling.
Funny thing you would say that. You in the morning you hear more howling than just the distant stuff.
Oh, lovely.
And you hear that the natives are, well, not the natives, but the villagers that they are they're called tribal warriors. The tokens are tribal warriors, so like for some reason I get it. The people that are native to this area, the town folk, you hear that people are stirring outside. And they're not on this map, but you can hear people shouting in the distance.
Oh, so Hannah will hear that, and she's going to shoot up and kind of throw Cinder off her, and she's going to grab her back and grab out a great axe.
Oh man, what the fuck? Anna! Into awakenings!
Lily kind of wakes up, still clutching her book, and pulls free her crossbow. Perhaps it is time to arm up and make sure that we can be safe.
I ready flame hands.
They're not right outside. So you guys gonna go out?
Yeah.
So you basically follow the sounds of people and wolves to the edge of town, and I don't know if you guys want to stealth in, but before you get there, you hear, and I don't know if the dynamic lighting is on this map or not.
I can see
Can you see anything?
You can see.
I can see 3 people.
Okay, because this should be daylight. I guess it's not really daylight because it's
early morning light.
Well,
no, because there's no daylight. There's no daylight here. The sun doesn't come up.
I think all of us have dark vision.
You
Yeah.
do, so you should all be able to see.
Yeah.
But there's the sun doesn't rise in. Yeah. But as you're coming up over the hill, you basically hear the 2 wolves that were bothering you that you followed yesterday are taunting a few tribal warriors who look like they've come out of the town to hunt, and the wolves are basically just telling them, "Oh, those adventures you sent yesterday were wonderful. Do you have any more?" And they're basically taunting them like, "Send we could use another snack. We still have the kids." They're I imagine you can't see them. You just hear them out there. It doesn't look like it looks see up to like here.
Yeah, I can see the warriors.
This is
but not
the
the
last
wolves.
space I can see.
Yeah. So
Um,
you basically hear the wolves somewhere out in the distance, taunting these tribal warriors that are sort of at they have their spears out. They look like they're ready to fight.
Already a little hungover, Hannah is gripping her great axe very tightly, and she's muttering under her breath in very low orcish about how much she wants to rip and tear and kill those wolves and skin them and wear them like a cape. Oh, and she swears she's going to do it.
So as soon as you come into the picture, you hear the wolves start growling back and forth at each other, switching into whatever language that they speak. Wolf. And then one of them says, "Aren't you supposed to be dead?"
Hannah's going to say back in very loud comment, like, aren't you supposed to be my dinner?
And at the same time, Ilya is saying, "We got better."
Hannah's
you-
going to
you see
actually go. Sorry.
Yeah, you see two, they sort of to drift and are like looking down at you.
Hannah's going to actually say, "Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys."
My God.
So
I
I'm
just
giving you
saying
the 3
giant.
tribal warriors to help you out in the hopes that this will go better.
Hopefully.
Did heal them up, but I could say that they didn't heal up.
I'm just gonna say in giant to them, come get us, you ugly
you.
fucks.
Yeah. What
So
was that? I didn't understand that either.
Initiative tracker, go. How do I clear you?
Looks clear to me.
I still see everybody on here, so let's clear turns.
Oh hey, it actually added me to the initiative count already, so haha. Oh no!
No, I just cleared it.
No, mine was on there. It was a 14. I can roll it
One
again
to
if
do
you need me
that.
to, that way you don't have to add it manually.
What's that?
I had rolled my initiative before you had cleared it, so I can just roll it again if you need me to, that way you don't have to add it manually.
That's easy enough. 14, right? There we go. And I don't know why these guys don't have names.
Ooh.
They should have names, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh hell no. Good question,
Initiative.
Alvarez. Do you always play female characters?
Yep,
Nice.
most of the time.
Any reason, or just because you feel like it?
Oh, look, they rolled really bad.
No particular
We're
reason.
good. Let's hope we wail on one enough, and then work on the other. Hannah wants to make a cape.
Dude,
You could use some nice furs to keep
ascending,
us
right?
warm.
Nope, that's the wrong way. Descending. You guys are going alphabetically, right? No. It's weird that it gives you that option, like, yeah, you guys. Oh, and you want to roll your kobolds on there.
Yeah.
And I guess I need to roll these tribal warriors, too.
These kobolds are about to die.
I think
Yeah,
just a
get
deck.
your kobolds on there. There should be a button that says, a little dice-shaped button that says init on it, right across from their armor class.
I see it.
Can't select a token.
You should be able to.
Sorry,
Let me
none
see.
of the tokens can be selected. I forgot I was on mute.
Yeah, they should be. You'll be able to select them. Hold on, let me
I'm
see.
selected.
Yeah, I can't select the
Oh, wait, no,
kobolds,
never
but
mind.
Hoki rolled 10 for initiative.
Hold on, let me see. How do I give people? If I gave you their sheet, you should have control, right?
Yeah, but
No.
the individual tokens might not be set up to the sheet exactly. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, they should be.
Yeah.
They should be. I did that last week. Let's see, Hoagie. I wonder if you adding the sidekick bit.
It shouldn't.
Let me see.
It hasn't in the
Edit.
past.
Default token optional. Let's see. Let's remove this. Yes, delete the default token. Okay, so that's Hoagie. Select a token. Save. Can Hoagie's owner use him now?
Want me to
Hoagie.
try roll again?
Well, can you use his token? Can you move his token? Can you select his token?
No.
Weird. I don't know why it's not letting you. There's nothing I have to do to the token, right? Like, because she's got it. She's got.
Click on the token and see if it's linked to the sheet or.
It
if
is.
Just...
I just linked it to the sheet. Like
Okay.
I'm clicking the token that says Hoagie. I'm saying use selected token.
Oh no
It's
no!
showing up.
What I mean is, click on the token and look at what the token says, because the tokens do say different things. So just because you haven't linked, the sheet saved to the token doesn't mean the token acknowledges the sheet. You can put whatever token you want.
All
on
I
any of the
see for
sheets.
that is add turn, edit, delete, copy, paste, undo to front to back, advance, and layer.
No, it's a little cogwheel. You want to look at that part of the token settings.
That cogwheel. Okay, there we go. Is there a GM notes? There's a details. Represents character Icewind Kobold.
Yeah, now it's saying
okay,
Icewind Kobold instead of the
okay.
specific Kobold, and that's what you need to save
Yeah,
to the sheet,
okay. So now, that's where I got it. Okay.
There you go.
I'm still learning all this stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
Right, so he should be usable now. Should be usable now.
Yay. Okay, yeah, I can see it. You want me to re-roll his initiative?
If it was bad, hold on. Let me get the other one.
Well, it was
set
a
up.
10.
No,
so...
did I eat that little guy?
Snorp. All right, there you go. Snorp should be usable now. Okay, I'll just put him on there. That was Hoagie.
No, Vax, do not chew on that. That'll hurt you. Sorry, my cat is saying he wants to chew on my on the cable. It's on a cable, and that's not good for him.
No, it isn't.
Okay. All right, can you guys roll the other guys? Just want to make sure that they're all doable. Haven's done yelling at her cat.
Sorry.
Need to adjust the.
Okay, yay, they're all in there. All right.
Oh, that shouldn't be.
So you sort of met these wolves to the point where they thought you were dead, and you basically have them stunned that you're alive. So you don't exactly get the drop on them, but I don't know if you can reach them.
Oh, I have a weapon for free. All good. Got a jab.
Player is
crossbow.
Helena.
Let's see. How do I want to word this? Actually, I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on that.
For it. DC 12 Wisdom save. That's just it. Oh, passes.
So there's no effect. It just kind of looks at me like, no, you're not very insulting at all. And I believe the extra bonus action I will inspire this tribal warrior.
Ilay.
All right. Yeah. Snap. Oh yeah, that really. I think. Even if not, my crossbow should be longer. My short bow, sorry, not crossbow. Short bow should be longer than did you say they're surprised, but not to the advantage part?
They're not. They don't have disadvantage. You just. I'm
So
just making an excuse for their shitty initiative rolls.
Okay, so I don't get my surprise attack, is what you're saying.
Get a surprise. You don't get a
Or
surprise
my
attack
sneak
on
attack for that matter. Alright. So
No.
I am going to aim bottom one down here. My short bow.
Which one are you shooting at? Sorry,
Bottom
I was
one.
fixing his character sheet. The bottom one? Okay. You hit.
And that's all she can do for now.
Snorp.
We'll move up to here. Let's see if I can make it there and try to throw a javelin at that one. I'll still whisper. No whisper mode.
It actually crits, so you can double the damage roll. Although, why didn't it auto roll damage? There you go.
Because it needs to be set that way.
Yeah, they're set
Yeah,
up
it's
to
whispering
GM
too. I'll fix that.
I'm fixing it.
No, set on the initiative, so I wanted to fix that, so I wasn't even set up to roll damage.
Wolves aren't either, which is weird. Like, I thought I set it when I started the game, like that character sheet, the toggle and the auto roll damage, but they don't. So I don't know why it did that. Okay. If that's also the Travel Warriors. I'm sorry. We'll just give them one roll. They'll just act. But Cinder, you can take your turn while I'm figuring out these Travel Warrior guys.
All right. This one. Oh nope. Do the thing. That one. Going to fire a firebolt at it. Probably doesn't hit.
No, does not.
Damn it. And that's all I can do.
I'm actually gonna squeeze the Travel Warriors in right after you.
Okay.
Don't know. Can I just drag them up and put them under? There we go. They got a 14, so I'm gonna squeeze them in under Cinder. How far can he go? 30 feet. This guy is not going to be on the game plan. He's going to run up to this guy and probably just distract him for you. And he's going to. Did I close your character sheet? Damn it! How did I open your character sheet and then close it? Too many windows. I need. He's going to run. Going to pull up his spear and like jab at this wolf with his spear. That's it. And why isn't it doing damage? Ooh, he pokes him for 2. So he like kind of raises up his spear over his head and he's like, ah! And like it just goes dink. And this little tiny drop of blood appears. Anna.
All right. Are the rest of them going, or there's?
Oh yeah. I don't know if the rest of them could get there. But they're all gonna run up and like try to basically run up to this wolf. And can we go here? 35. They only have 30 feet. So yeah, they're all just running up to this wolf like screaming.
All right. Well,
They're
Hannah's
done with
gonna
these two.
move. She's gonna move right up there, and let's javelin. Okay, so that's 30 feet right there. Fortunately, Dex, but that's okay.
To that ball, Bree.
Sorry. She kind of, as a bonus action, cloak, and then I'm gonna throw a javelin at this ugly motherfucker. Ooh.
Great, would you knock it off? You guys can't hear the dunk 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 dunk, can
No.
you? Okay, good.
No.
Because she's like, she has a ball that she turned inside out. Well, not inside out, but like squished it, and now she's throwing it at me, like dropping it repeatedly,
Can't help
trying
but
to get me to
say
play.
that sounds so cute.
It's adorable, but it's annoying. All right, and that's the end of your turn, Hannah.
Yeah, that's all she can do. That's movement, bonus action, and an action. And then for Hoagie, who's next, what
Hoagie's
can
turn.
he do?
I'm gonna call him Hoagie because
Hoagie roll.
I'm from Philly originally, so.
Alright. 2 feet. Alright, he's going to move up about 10 feet, and then he's going to throw a dagger at this guy here.
Hit.
That hits. Alright. 1 5 damage. And that's
See, they're just like getting. This one is just standing there getting pelted with things.
Alright.
Alright, that's all his turn too.
And now it's Zilbo.
Yep.
We should rename him Bilbo.
Feet to throw anything. I don't think. Well, actually, 30 to. No, that would be a disadvantage. 20. Let's see how far it's. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Turn around to go over there for a minute. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's out of range to be able to throw anything. So he is going to hold his attack to throw a weapon if something comes within 30 feet of him to throw his javelin. And that's all, or she. I don't know which. So that's all the kobold will do.
We are in Winter Wolf, and you can just you can do your attack now because this wolf is going to charge up and go after Hannah, but you can throw whatever
so
you were going to throw at it first.
Launches the javelin. Yeah!
And it bounces off the wolf's hide. Right.
I'm guessing with not all the -1 piercing.
No, you just healed point of damage. Somehow the spear, if it had hit, somehow the spear would have healed the wolf. Like it would have like
Little
pinned an artery closed or something.
Zibbles little kobold go wide on that and kind of looks at Zibbles.
But it didn't hit, so you're lucky. You're lucky. You did not heal the wolf with your
Am I a
-1
healer
damage. Right. So the wolf ran up to Hannah and he's just gonna bite her.
Okay. That hits, but that's 4 piercing damage or 5 piercing damage because I'm needing. So I have resistance.
And you need to give me a DC 14 strength saving throw.
That I can do. Oof.
So he basically charges into you, snaps at you. You manage to like get away from damage, but he knocks you to the ground and like just has his paws on either side of you.
Mm.
And then this guy is probably going to kill this warrior that's in the front because it's not quite dead, but close. And then he needs to do me a strength. He is also prone.
We do have ice in the freezer.
I'm just gonna put a marker on him so I can remember that he is. All right. But anyway, while I'm figuring, Helena.
All right. Yeah, well,
Tried
Okay.
loading a new set of markers, and they're really hard to see, I think. So I'm not sure if I'm going
Cast healing word on him.
Don't see anything that really says prone to me, so we'll just do that. Although you healing word,
On who? Hana?
No,
on the warrior
Okay.
guy.
Okay.
Okay.
I tried
It's a
to mock the
+4.
wolf again.
Oh, that didn't work. +4. There we go. And DC 12 wisdom saving throw from Woofy Boy. He still doesn't get it.
Okay, end of turn.
All right, Ilay.
All right. Ile will launch another arrow, and this time she gets sneak attack because there's someone there.
You're what?
Unfortunately, ugh,
Your see your bowstring snaps, but I'm not going to be that mean. You fumble the arrow and it catches on the edge of the bow and kind of spins off to the side,
Ile lets
almost
out
killing
a long
Hoagie. No,
sigh.
I wouldn't do that. All right, is that your whole turn? Anything else
That's
you
all I
can do?
can do.
Let's see. Speed is 30, all right. Going to run up here. And let's try to help Hannah by stabbing with a dagger.
He can't get up quite high enough to reach any part of the wolf to stab it easily. These are like, so they're the size of horses. I just imagine this little kobold jumping up and down in the snow, like stabbing upward, but just not quite getting high enough.
Yeah.
Cinder?
Going to firebolt again, the one that Anna's next to. And do. Oh, I clicked it. Roll the thing. There we go. Jesus! I can't roll for shit.
And is that your full?
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything. I don't have any bonus action spells or things, so.
The trouble warriors are up. So this guy is gonna circle around to the back of the wolf so that he can, not that they really need flanking, but they're gonna try to like surround this wolf to keep it from like going anywhere, and then they're just gonna go to town on it. And they get advantage because they have tactics. So there's the first warrior. Hits. Yes, good. Okay. Second warrior. He hits. Third warrior. And he hits. So we got 11, 15 damage total to that wolf. That is their turn. Hannah.
All right. Well, first thing first, Hannah's going to stand up. Then she's going to grab her great axe and go to absolute town on this guy. That hits. That actually should be 14 since she's raging. That she gets a +2 extra.
And that everything?
Yeah. She can't attack as a bonus action yet. So just 14 damage done to that wolf. And then
Holgie's
there's
turn.
Holgie. he's just gonna move right here. Right behind her. But hopefully next turn he can go around to give her flanking. That's it.
Oh, and the kobolds have pack tactics, so if you're rolling at advantage with the kobolds, I believe,
That is always my
or
favorite
at least the
thing about
ones that are
kobolds.
within.
If you do their other buddies, but it's kind of the buddy I get that.
Yeah, that all I have is a javelin because he already threw. How many daggers did they get?
I didn't throw a dagger.
Because no, Hoagie threw a dagger.
Oh.
So I don't know how many more daggers they have.
Or anything, or
Since they're just don't
about how
exactly have they don't really have an inventory, but you can always like put it on the edit. You know, I think there's like notes you can put in if you want to like bio and info. Like as I said, I put it all in case you guys don't have access to to Tasha's. I put in all that information there. You can always put extra inventory stuff at the bottom if you really wanted to. I suppose. I'm assuming the GM allows that.
I would say that they might have 5 each, as long as they're not too heavy. Like if if throwing daggers is their thing. If it's the like thiefy guy.
Expertise.
So he would have another dagger. Sorry.
Sure.
All right, in which case he's going to throw a dagger, and he gets advantage. How do I edit? That's not the edit. I don't know how to give him advantage so automatically.
If you hit edit on the character sheet, you can toggle the
Oh, it's a 15. It did it automatically.
yeah. So he hits. I think
All right.
NPCs automatically are set to advantage.
Okay. That does 3 damage. Do this ugly.
Low.
Let's see. Am I within 20 feet of that? I am. So Zilbo is going to throw one of the daggers. Woo. Zilbo cheers as it sticks into the wolf.
That wolf is kind of mad because everybody's throwing shit at him. So he's going to do cold breath on you guys because he's going to be extra mean. It does it's a 15-foot cone, so and the 2 kobolds. Although we'll say Holgi gets partial. It's a dex saving throw, so that doesn't even matter. But he's gonna breathe like almost like a frost breath at you guys. So I need dex checks for all 3 of you, or all 3 of them. You, them.
Oof. Oh, Dex gets +4. I hit the wrong button. So.
Kobolds did really good, so or 2. So they take half of that, but it's.
And how much is that? How much damage did we take?
I'm rolling it now.
17.
Half of 17, or
Oh, Hannah's down again.
Thankfully, these
They're down.
kobolds have 9 HP each.
Oh, so they'll be down to 1.
So
Kobolds are down to 1.
yeah.
Hannah's
So
down
they're
again.
yeah. So that's yeah. They're yeah. Does that give you resistance? Does your raging gives you resistance to
No.
that? No.
No. Only bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage.
Sorry, you
Oh,
guys all
you
got
into
junked up in there. So he.
It's okay. We're gonna blame the Hannah's horniness, and I'll just bring in my drow paladin if she doesn't survive.
Make sure you put Hoagie to 1.
Yes.
Keep track. And
Yes.
that's all that wolf does. And this wolf is basically spinning around in a circle, trying to getting stabbed from all sides by tribal warriors. So we're gonna do roll 1d3.
Hang on. 1 second. I forgot something. My feature trait. Do I have this? Shit, I do
And you're an
not.
orc.
That's
You don't have
half-elf.
that tenacity that like you can, or is that only
Half
half orcs that
orcs.
have that?
It's only half orcs. I just checked.
Aw.
He's gonna bite the warrior Utsetta's butt.
Hi, Vex.
See, does that hit him? That hits him, and that warrior gets downed. But we'll not say he's dead. But I'm just gonna put an X over him to say he's downed. That I
I'm not
remember.
wasting healing spells on this person.
We're back to Helena.
All right, we'll cast Healing Word on Hannah.
Tub thumping comes to mind.
4, yay! I'm back on my feet.
Barely.
She's probably gonna go back down again. Let's be honest
Yeah,
here.
and I will try to knock that wolf yet again.
See, that wolf is going to do, what is that? That's a wisdom save. Oh, it actually works this time. He's annoyed enough that he's actually tickles him for 1 hit point
Yeah.
and gives him disadvantage for his next attack.
Yep.
Okay, Ile.
All right. She's once again going to shoot out at that winter wolf down below. Is that it?
That's all you can do.
Yeah, sadly. Did it hit? Did it hit the wolf?
Yes, it did. It hit. Oh, and you got this. I didn't see the sneak attack. I only did the 7, so it's 1 more hit point down. There you go. Okay.
Yay.
He's looking a little rough.
Oof.
Snorp.
All right. It's not to be daunted. He will continue to stab at this.
And remember, he's got advantage if it doesn't roll advantage. Good. 4. Cinder. Maybe you can actually hit him this time. I believe in you. Are you going to be Doran?
I'm actually going to fucking change what I'm going to do, and I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on it. So I need a intelligence saving throw DC 15.
Intelligence. Good. They're not very smart.
Ha! It takes 3 damage and has disadvantage on its next saving throw.
Negative.
I am reminded of a quote from Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, because I was thinking these wolves can talk. They're not very intelligent. The ability for someone to talk does not make that species intelligent.
Gonna give him that marker because I have no idea. So then you can. All right. So tribal warrior. One of them's downed. But the other 2 are just going to go and once again stab this wolf. He misses even with pack tactics. And he misses. So they're a little shaken by the falling of their brother or their companion there, and are just kind of stabbing desperately at this wolf. All right, Hannah.
Well, Hannah, not again. Sorry, that damn button on the side of my mouse. She kind of stands up, shake her head, her rage gone, and she's going to rage again as a bonus action. And she's going to come wail at it with her great axe. Give a second. Okay. Give a second. It's loading again.
Loading, 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 loading.
Loading. Let's try rolling this again. Oof. Hits. And that's going to do 7 damage.
Looking really, really sore. Looks like he's wobbling on his feet a little.
He's going to stay where he is and tosses. Throw his javelin. That does. And 6 minus 2. No damage.
He hits it, but he does no damage. poor guy.
Oh,
He's like, yay! Oh.
Hannah's just like, it kind of reaches back and pats his head.
kind of like gives him a little bit.
Uh,
Zilba is going to pick up the javelin that he lost earlier and is going to toss it at the winter wolf.
Still does no damage. You poor kobolds.
The kobold is now determined
But
to.
do they have
to
negative
learn
2 to their
magic.
dex?
I thought it was a strength throw because they have +2 to their dex.
Is it
But
javelin
it's
a
also
strength?
-2.
Strength, I guess it's the damage that counts on that.
Yeah.
Weird. You would think it would be a dex, like a dex weapon that would count. Oh, I
Yeah.
guess if you're
So
it's your throw strength.
So
they're really
just seeing that Zilba is not doing anything useful, is going to run back towards Zilba and going to wait there.
the kobolds are really trying. You got to give them the props for trying.
Yeah.
So this wolf, let's see, charge 5-6. Oh, am I mean enough to do the cold breath again because it recharged?
Sure. You know, aren't you?
I mean, I feel bad, but dex saves from the 3 in front of the lower wolf. What, Bixby? I didn't say your name.
Yeah.
Bad. It's like I can't roll low. It's 777.
Uh-huh. You rolled 1-1. Well,
Everybody in front of the wolf there is a popsicle now.
yeah, Snort definitely goes down this time.
Oh no! And if that's double damage, that's instant death for them. Oh no!
So do I need to make another dexterity saving throw, or
Yeah.
don't even bother?
Yeah, I
I don't-
mean, you would take half damage. Because that's not double your hit points, so you'd be okay.
Whew. I'm still down.
You're down, but you're not dead.
Well, actually,
Not yet.
that double is not.
She would need to take 30, so.
That breath.
That wolf, this one up north is gonna snap at Z. Oh, nuts. Come on, this guy. That has 6 points.
Remember, it has disadvantage.
Okay, we'll roll it again and just say that he still gets him. They only have 12 armor. So he's down.
Oh, great.
And that's his turn. All right, Helena.
I'm out of healing spells, so let's see here. It's going to be real interesting. See, I know that one's been Mind Stiller, so I will try to knock that one.
I guess I need to roll a wisdom save, and he gets disadvantage on that, right?
Yep.
So he fails. He only takes, so he gets disadvantage on his next attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Eli.
Oh,
Oh, do you have something else you're gonna do?
Yeah, Illa is going to. If there's nobody alive there anymore, she can't use sneak attack, but she's once again going to aim her arrow at this guy. The woes of being level 1 with basic equipment.
yeah.
So close.
We'll try to firebolt it again. Sure, why not? Hopefully it hits this time. If it's another 12, I'm going to scream. Hey, finally, one damage. Whoa.
But it doesn't help. He's still up. Jesus. So, tribal warriors, I got 2 down. This one here sees how bad the one is behind him. I don't think it can reach, but he's gonna turn around and like throw his spear and hopefully hit the damn thing so that you guys don't die again. And he hits it and kills it. Yay!
Yay!
Woo!
Get you to stop lagging. I can't click on the token. It's like, yeah, that wolf is dead. And as soon as that wolf drops, this one here, even though you guys look horrible, he just looks stricken and just basically punches at it as it tries to run away because he has I don't know what a punch attack is even. He hits it, but I don't know how to, what is it, 1d4?
It's a standard. Yeah, it's a strength, and then it's like a 1 plus. It's like strength attack, and then it's 1 plus strength. If it's a
So
monk.
he does like two damage to it
Not
as
a
it's
monkey, then.
running away.
Oh yeah, 1 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so yeah, he does 2 damage to it as it runs away, and it just basically flat out like runs howling off into the distance,
Yeah, so,
cursing you and swearing vengeance. And then this tribal warrior is going to go tend to his fawn people.
yeah, moving up, I will attempt to help Hannah first.
Y'all are gonna let Hannah have the fur, right?
Okay, that one's done.
No, you're not back up according to me.
I'll try to come over and do medicine on Anna.
Did you guys pack any healers kits?
No.
No.
It's not basic equipment, and we didn't buy anything because we hardly any gold.
But you get starting gold, and you can spend that starting gold on
We get
things that
starting
are.
gold or equipment because I was always told it's one
Yeah,
or the
but
other.
usually when you get a pack, it gives you a little bit of gold.
10 gold is what.
Yeah,
Not-
and like a
yeah.
healing kit, I don't think is that expensive.
I thought it
Five
was like
gold.
15 or 50,
It-
something like that.
It's like 5 gold.
Oh, okay.
That's half our money.
Yeah, I have an herbalism kit that's probably not going to help here, is it?
Need to be a healer's kit, or. And I don't really know how much herbalism you're doing out here. I mean, maybe you can find some moss. I mean, you could roll and see if you find like some moss that you know, or something that. Go for it.
Sure. No, I don't.
No,
find
you just see snow as far as the eye can see.
Hey, Oreo, are you meowing?
You can still
Anybody
do
else
your,
want to try to do a medicine check on Hannah?
you can still do your death saves. So.
I
Do
mean,
you
the
want me to go
tribal
ahead and make a death
warrior
save?
couldn't help his buddies, so he'll try to patch up Hannah, but I don't know if he's
Ilay
gonna.
is
Nope,
like
he
coming
doesn't do
over.
any
She doesn't
better.
know much either, but she's like checking over Hana and like putting like sees mostly that she's like been frozen, so is trying to like warm her up. I think she can do anything for for completely frozen.
No.
Frozen's up.
Bo
So
is
I
just
don't
like,
think.
oh,
It looks like
So we can't have any more children now.
yeah. So yeah, it's we kind of see Hannister, and then with this Norfolk, the poor little guy.
How I wish to roleplay, but Hannah is currently down.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, Illy gave a 20 medicine check, so you'd be stabilized.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, like, no, but I'm still unconscious.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Ilay is in the process of trying to warm you up slowly.
Essentially, you need to roll towards to see how many hours you're unconscious.
Oh, 3 hours.
Basically, gonna start skinning the wolf. Languages. I mean, he's been you talking, but like I think he speaks whatever a native tongue that probably none of you would know up here. Guess get any kind of what's survival? That's a wisdom or is it intelligence?
Wisdom.
How much of a hot mess he's gonna make of this wolf pelt? I don't know. He does a pretty good job. Methodically, carves the pelt off the wolf and then gestures at you guys and points at the pelt, and then he goes over and starts like trying to get his putting snow on top of these two bodies so that he can come back and get them later. He can send his people out to pick them up. But yay, you killed the wolf.
Yay.
Yay. And
You still haven't rescued the children.
No, we haven't yet.
No.
Zilbo
hey,
knows where they are at least.
So,
Sure, you technically don't get to level up until you come back with the kids, but I'm assuming that you're going to go there, the kobold's going to show you where they are, you're going to avoid all the other crap that's there, and come back with the kids in tow.
well, first
So-
Hannah rest because she's currently at
Well,
zero.
yeah, but yeah, so go ahead and level up, and we'll just say that, we'll just fast forward to that. You go back there, you get, you rest up, you go back there and get the kids. And
will the other
Poor little
wolf be
Zilbo.
there?
no, the other wolf ran off into the wilds.
Okay.
The elephant's still there, so you really can't explore it too much. But Zilbo would know exactly where the kid, and he would show you that, like, the wolves basically told you to go down the one way, but you could have just gone the side passage, one of the other entrances, and the kids are right there.
Which first
Yay,
place?
I have
Instead of trusting the
17
wolves,
hit
because we didn't
points.
trust the wolves. Yay! I got 25 now. Yay!
Does Zilbo get to level up?
I think so. Hold on, I'm checking the sidekick rules again.
I think they would level up. I mean,
Second character, they do only have two. Yeah, and I was making Zilbo a magic user.
I get science. Woot.
The only question is, just figure out.
To attack recklessly or not?
Would this be Zilbo's first official level? Would they be leveling at the same pace as everyone else?
does it give rules for that, or? I mean, he was technically like level 0, I guess.
Yeah. So like, would Zilbo now be level 1, being the only survivor?
Yeah, he'd be
that
level
kobold
1, I
trio?
guess.
Okay. So that means proficiency bonus +2, proficiency bonus in spell caps, and a spell.
Point. Gotta find a D6. There's one. What? Well, it was the same as the average, so. Okay, we'll take it.
Trying to open a portal.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm here.
Just got really quiet again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess you guys are gonna go back to town now that you've leveled up.
Would I be able to
With the kids.
to increase the kobold's wisdom by 2, so at least a 10 on wisdom?
The only one alive, Zilbo?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's sitting there all alone on his little bar stool, pouring
was
out
I
one
muted?
for his homies.
Was I muted again when I was asking questions about Zilbo?
Yeah, I don't know how to give advice to level him up.
No, I
That's
mean,
up to you guys. Okay.
I'm asking you as the GM. Will you let me put his wisdom up by 2 so that he's not a negative? Won't have a negative.
I mean, that's not part of his leveling up. I wouldn't. I mean, you're kind of stuck with what you got.
All right, I guess I can't use
If you
him
get
as a.
to, like, what is it, like level 4?
No, what I'm saying is I guess I can't use him as a spellcaster. Is what I'm trying to say. Is I'm gonna have to pick one of the others. I was originally gonna put him as a spellcaster because there's 3 kobolds and 3 kinds of.
I mean, you could. He just wouldn't be a really good one.
I think we need really good ones
He
for
has
this
negatives.
one.
I can't in good conscience make him any of those with a negative. It doesn't really work well. But
Not in
so,
this campaign.
yeah, because we've already got problems enough. I don't want to further handicap by doing that. So I am to these since dexterity and constitution are his best.
I may change that spell that I chose later. I'm looking through all. So for now, I just chose Chaos Bolt.
All right.
Which might keep, might not. Don't know. It does like 2d8 plus 1d6 damage. Oh.
Okay, so he gets +2 to his dexterity saving throw, which boosts that up to a 6.
What did you get the +2 from?
Oh, cool. He can now. He gets in one for that. So he also gets the ability to use the help action as a bonus action, which is cool. I'll be going sidekick, shortening that to SKE in his name. So that's prof 2.
Done and ready.
Oh my god.
You guys still there?
Yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
there.
Done?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
I am.
Right, so did you guys want to?
The group decides.
Yeah, I'm giving you guys the option.
Yeah. I mean, like, if there's no real combat, we know we have Zilbo. Show us
I
the
mean,
way.
Zilbo knows that there's other bad things there, so he would show you how to get to where the kids are and out without causing any trouble. So if you
Yeah.
guys want to assume that happened and you
Yep.
bring the kids back,
Yeah, because I think we need to level up because level 1's just little. I don't want Hannah to go down next session, because we're like, oh, we're gonna wait for that next session. And
you
it
should
goes
be level 2
down.
now. You got a level.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys got to go back and turn the kids into the
Yeah.
speaker.
We are. Obviously, we can't keep the kids.
No, you can't replace the kobolds with the 2 children. I'm sorry. And when you do find them, they're not exactly kids. They're like teenagers. So you think the townsfolk were buttering you up to try to get
They still needed help.
get you to rescue them. But the speaker seems pleased that you brought them back, especially since people in this town are starting to dwindle. They only have about 50 villagers left, and nobody wants to move here. So she's pretty glad that you kept the population from dwindling further.
Oh, whatever happened of the fur? Did they give it to
Oh,
Hannah to
yeah. Did
fashion as a
somebody take
cloak?
it? The left for you.
I don't
I
know
think
where
it
to
kind of
pick it
got
up.
left in the. If anyone grabbed it, Hannah would like it for a cloak.
Yeah. I don't know how to say. There you are.
Ah, thank you, lassie. I shall fashion myself the finest coat, and when we find that other little bastard, I will fashion one for you too. She smiles,
Thank you.
as if she didn't just nearly fall into a rage.
So basically, the cloak as it is would just be like a raw skin. You'd have to try to tan it or treat it in some fashion.
Oh yeah.
But there might be somebody here that could, well, not in this particular town, but there might be someone in another town that could offer that service.
But it said even a raw fur is better than no fur.
Buddy, move your ass. My freaking cat is almost impossible to get off of me sometimes.
Been pinned on the couch for several hours by my dog when she falls asleep on me.
Well, it's like he just woke up and I go to like push him off of me so I can adjust position and he just stays there. And I try to push him off and like he almost like leans back against me like no.
So you guys would have been given a letter of recommendation from the speaker. So you are free to travel. I believe the next closest town would be Goodmead. But you guys can decide what you want to do.
It's evening at this point.
You guys have been recovering all day, probably. Hannah was down. You basically went and fought the wolves in the morning, and then Hannah was down for like 4 hours. So, she wasn't good to go until noon.
Then we
You met
went to
with
them.
you met with the leader, which probably took an hour. So it probably around midday or so. Don't know what the distance between Goodmead and here is.
Well, Hannah kind of looks at us like, perhaps we ought to spend one more night in the hut, and then we'll leave tomorrow, eh? In the morning, if it takes more than a half day travel.
Okay.
Yep.
See if it tells me how far between here and there it is. I think it's because why would it tell me that? I think I might have to go to the Icewind Dale map and measure it there. Dugan's Hole to Goodmead is only about 5 miles, give or take. But it's 5 miles through the snow. I think it says that you guys can walk. Travel on foot. Tells me how fast a dog sled goes. Five miles. You think you could probably get there by evening if you left soon. Kind of wish it told me like what the travel rating is.
And did we get any gold or anything from the villagers for getting the kids, or was that just to get the letter recommendation?
Let me check. I think she might give you something. Hold on, let me check. Hold up. getting the quest, including the quest. So actually, you would get the one pair. You have to share them.
Yay.
Hey.
Hannah would insist he's fine and say that she does not need to wear them.
So you would get the letter of recommendation from the speaker, but at some point a woman would come up to you and explain to you that she was the mother of the children, and that they're all she has left now that her husband's gone, and she would gift you her husband's boots as thanks for returning her family and doing more than the speaker cared to do, because the speaker was kind of like, no, we're not going to bother rescuing your kids.
Cinder's gonna be like, well, normally I wouldn't ask of this, but since you guys seem to be a lot hardier than I am, and things out here seem to do cold damage, I might want to take them. If
Hannah
everyone is okay with that.
Hannah looks to you and then she looks to Helena and is like, lassie, perhaps we ought to give the healer the good loot first. Unless the healer does not mind. She looks to you, Helena.
It's fine. Let her have it.
It's fun
So
to.
Hannah's just like, what? She said it's okay. There you go.
I appreciate you. Thank you kindly. I'm really not that person to keep loot, but I'm real squish, guys. I need some sort of protection.
Helen was just gonna say, I never thought of myself as a true healer. Or that's not my job. I'm the entertainment.
Hannah looks to you and kind of clasps her shoulder like you cast spells, lassie. That is more than I ever cared to do.
Yeah. Right.
Your class has a DPS spec. You're healing. Oh.
Yeah, you're the healer now. You can't fight that. Hannah can't heal. Not right now.
Well, interestingly enough, Helen will be a DPS when she takes on the College of Swords. But
Are you guys going to move on to Goodmead then? That's
guess
kind
so.
of the next town.
Quick question: is there a general store in this town that we're in currently?
No, there's barely a tavern.
All right.
Like it's so small that they don't really have any kind of shops or inns.
Okay.
And like I said, the tavern is just like they sell beer and like bar snacks.
I'll
I
take
think
just
we should
enough
get
time to
to-
attune.
I think we should get to Kyo King and see about that murder we were discussing before yesterday, well, the other day.
yes, I agree. We need
So-
fun.
Kaer Koenig?
Kirkonig, sorry. Oh, that's an R. Ah, no wonder why I had that wrong. I couldn't even read my own notes.
Let's see. Kaer Koenig. Goodmead is 5 miles, and then 15 miles, and The Kirkonig is like 20 miles away, so you could work your way up to that way, but you wouldn't be able to get there tonight.
Is there another place, another house or something like that? I mean, not another
There's
house.
a
Another...
town. There's the town of Goodmead, which is the next town.
Okay.
You would be told that that's the next town on the
All right.
road.
That,
But
yeah, that's definitely a place to go.
the people of Dugan's Hall don't seem to have a really high opinion of that town.
Mm.
When you basically ask like, we're heading out. What's the next? And they're like, Goodmead, but you might as well skip it and keep going. They don't like specify why. They just seem disgusted by the thought that you would want to go to Goodmead.
I just realized I have fucking Tides of Chaos. I could have used that for advantage on an attack roll. I'm mad at myself.
And have you been keeping track of your
All the spells that I use
wild
are all
magic?
cantrips.
Okay, so
Well, we're going to need a place to stay, anywhere on the road, so whichever town is closest, we're going to have to go to. We can't just stay out in the wilderness. We're not equipped. And there's nothing we can buy here to help us get equipped.
looking for like, I swear there was a section about travel and like how to go. Why would it?
There's a reason why I took damage in cantrips, so I won't have to roll as much for the wild magic surge, but I do have it in my notes. Whenever I leave off, I'm going to write it down on what the number was slashed at. And right now it's a 2.
So I'm also going to throw this at you guys because I'm just remembering this part. You guys heard a rumor about Lonelywood, the town of Lonelywood, and that you should beware the dreaded white moose.
Moose?
Moose. So
Oh, better avoid moose
beware the
bites.
dreaded white moose of Lonelywood. You kind of catch, one of you catches that as a something when you're sitting in the bar. Okay, so I'm gonna move you guys to the map of Icewind Dale again, and try to show you where Goodmead is. See if I can do it this time.
Zoom all the way out.
And I will be right back. I just really have to go to the bathroom.
That's fine. I'm going to try to figure out what layer these words are on because they are not on any layer. They're not on the map and background. They're not on objects and tokens. They're not on the GM layer. So what frigging layer are you on? Got Dugan's Hole off of there. I know. Oh, is it? You know what it is? The road layer is making it so I can't click on any of the now that I sent the road layer to the back, I can actually click on shit. That. Can you see Goodmead?
Yep.
Now I may never be able to click on the road.
Get back in a second.
Yeah.
But honest, I mean, I not get
I would be back at full health, 25, not 10.
road, or did I just
I can
where did I send it to then? I think it might be under the map, and I'm not really sure how to. I guess I could do that. Do you see the roads now?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll let you see the roads
Hey.
Thank you.
to try to.
It gets worse. You'll hear more of that whenever they play this year.
Good no.
I was busy trying to catch a pork chop, but I couldn't. I laughed my hand going numb. Yeah.
Does it look like your tokens are in the GM info overlay?
I was like, no. They're just have herself.
Ah, sorry about that. What'd I miss?
Oh, I'm just trying to get the map so you guys can see where the next town is. I think I may have figured out how to do the map.
Good read.
So the big lake that this town sits on, like I was saying, you're pretty far inland from the sea. You're a good like. See, Dugan's Hole is a good like 25 miles from the coast. All these towns are basically on small lakes that are inland.
You do you, boo boo.
Actually, did I load
back.
in? I did
Welcome
not.
back.
Okay, I didn't load in the map that I need for tonight because I didn't think you guys would get that far. Turn it quick. I make a 2-star tavern? Or did I screw up and name it the wrong thing? Be this. Dear. That looks well.
Oh, I have a question. With the flexible casting, it says you can use your sorcery points to gain additional spell slots. So is that like a in the moment thing, or do like I just get rid of my sorcery points completely to get an extra spell slot?
I think you can use each sorcery point to do a spell slot. It's been a while since I played a sorcerer though.
Well, for first level spell it uses 2 sorcery points, second 3, third 5.
So yeah,
fourth,
you
6,
can
and 5th.
spend like if you have 4 sorcery points, you could buy 2 first level spell slots or whatever, but I don't know how many you have at your level, so probably just 2.
Yeah, I just meant like, do I permanently get rid of the sorcery points? Because I know that you can also use them for meta magic.
The long rest,
So,
they're just a class resource.
okay, gotcha.
So it's like bardic inspiration or any of those. Yeah, I believe I don't know if it's a long rest or a short rest. I believe it's a long rest. But you can also use those to like do your spell quickening or whatever sorcery perks you take too.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know if it was like a permanent thing where it took away the sorcery points, and then like whenever you leveled up and you got a sorcery point, you could use that sorcery point for something.
I think it basically comes back on a long rest. Let's see, what does it start?
Okie dokie.
Start with 2. Spellcasting character spell slots, spellcasting ability, focus. 2 sorcery points. You regain all spent points when you finish a long rest.
Okay.
Everybody back?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. Here's my
Yep.
copy.
Ah, I got up to put my bowl in the sink, and my cat has taken my seat again.
Hmm.
We meet again, Oreo, for the first time, for the last time.
Mine are in the middle of a racing
Here we go.
contest outside my hall. They're just racing back and forth out there.
Nice.
Okay. I didn't read far enough yet. Any spell slot you create with this feature vanishes when you finish a long rest. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Well,
don't
good-
have a tavern map prepared for this, so you guys are just gonna have to pretend it's there.
We can use the old Tavern Map for the last one. Why not?
No, because that's a 1-star tavern.
Ah.
Oh,
So you guys have gone up a little. You guys are in a 2-star town, at least
maybe
for.
they won't charge us double.
This lack of resources.
So let's see. These guys are a little bit better off than. Let me get the files over. Guess I'll be nice and say you didn't find a blizzard on the way there. Random wilderness encounters. Ooh.
Ooh.
Let's have another combat.
Why not?
I love those tables. We're level 2 now. We have a level 1 sidekick. We got this.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now has 3 little one slots instead of 2.
We took a long rest, didn't we? But not like the night before.
Actually, just take you to the map of Goodmead, I suppose, if that's where you're going, because that's the next closest
I
town.
think that's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that this town is bigger. There actually is like Dugan's Hole. You kind of could just walk in and out of there without anybody saying anything. These guys have enough people to have like guards kind of posted on the roads coming in. He's kind of in like a little shack to the side with a little stove keeping him warm, and he would basically stop you and do the who are you, why are you here, the whole rundown. You guys are pretty bundled up, so he's probably not going to notice that you're not human. But free to talk to him if you'd like. Oh, let's see. It took you about 4 hours to get here, according to this. So it's probably getting close to evening now. And he's got a torch, and he's like looking at you guys.
No.
I mean, they have torches all the time, pretty much. Anybody that can't see in the dark.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. My name is Helena. I am here looking to become a good, well-known bard.
Say a bard, eh? You should head on over to the mead hall. They're always looking for someone to play.
Ah,
Make sure
Hannah's
that.
actually Hannah will kind of stand behind Helena and kind of really gruff protection.
making sure that the mead hall is actually open.
Looks like it's dynamically light.
Oh, and if you guys are going to use your lantern here, let me see.
Yes, that.
Yeah, sitting here. So
One of you roll me a 1d4. On a 4, it lights up. Whoever has a lantern, I guess.
I think I was the last one to have it. I didn't say that I ever gave it back to Illy.
Yeah, I
that's
guess I
fine.
need to let you guys see
Yeah,
on this
we
map.
currently can't see anything.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh.
I'm just gonna set it to turn the delay. Don't want to duplicate the page. I want to click on the. Thank you. Can you see it now?
Yes, we
Yep.
can.
And Cinder is the only one on this map, apparently.
where do we all go? We're lost.
You got lost in a blizzard. You're fine. Not really, but you're fine. Okay. Hannah, fix your hit points.
My hit points.
10 of 25. I don't know if it didn't. There you go.
There it goes. Bye, Wario. Oh, finally, I have my seat back.
You are in a 2-star town, although for services, only one. So actually, I could give you the 1-star tavern.
Well, I suppose a 2-star town is better than a two-horse town.
What I would like to
Yeah,
look
so
for.
the
Go ahead.
each town has a snowflake rating. I'm just going to explain this real quick. 1 star basically means that it's one snowflake town has a cold shed or attic where characters can crash for the night, and that's about it. But they have 2-star for services, so there's actually going to be shops here, and they're 2-star for friendlies, so they'll actually like talk to you a little more. Although Dugan's Hole was a little bit more friendlier than it should have been, but that's because you kind of fit in there in some odd way. But
You
yeah,
also ended
there's
up saving some kids.
yeah.
Yep.
But there's a mead hall. It's basically like a big. It's described as a large fire heated husbandry. So it's not actually a place to drink where the bees live. So
Bees?
it is a gigantic
Well, you beat me
bee
to it.
house.
I want to go see the bees. That's just player. Not really.
I
Cinder.
would like to find a shop.
See what it says about shop, because it just says limited items. Specify what those limited items are. Let's see. Three snowflake town is where characters are most likely to find the services they need. A 2 snowflake town has much narrower selection. Okay, well, what does that mean?
Sells like a general store, but nothing that sells magical items.
Yeah, they're not magical items. You're not gonna find, so you could probably pick up the basics here.
Okay.
And they'll charge you a regular price because they're a bit friendlier.
So you want me to go into a shop and buy what I need and not have to worry about role playing it out?
If you want, I mean,
If that's what you want, if that's faster for you, I can do that.
yeah, I mean, it's up to you. Cause like I said, you guys are fairly bundled up, so nobody's gonna like kick you out.
They'll have already started interacting with me before they notice I'm a bit hairier than they're expecting, and maybe then they'll even think that maybe I'm just an ugly furball or something like that.
They just think you're wearing extra layers of fur because it's freaking freezing outside.
There's that too.
Uh,
So I am
But
going to buy
it's-
2 bundles of arrows, and that's about it. So
Jeez.
that's 2
What's
gold.
Hannah need? I don't think she actually needs anything unless they have rations.
Questions here. Basically, anything you can get at a regular store would be available here. Just not
So-
like anything crazy.
All right. So, okay, so she'll probably look at her 8 gold and spring for a healer 5 gold.
So I'm trying to pull up a. I don't have my
I'll just Google it.
DM guide. Yeah, I'm trying to find the.
Oh, it's 10 gold. Nope, she doesn't. She can't afford that.
How much gold do you have?
8.
I'll
And
give you
I
the
still
2.
need money for, and she still needs money for, but like room and board for the night.
True.
Italy looks
Another
in
like
her
there's no
pocket and
inn
goes,
here, so
I just have 6. That's all through.
And it looks like I
Kind
have
of town
I
doesn't
have
have
8.
an inn?
I will have to pass. I have everything I need for now.
this is a 1-star for comfort. So it's basically drafty. You might find a drafty shed or someone's attic to sleep in. They don't really have a proper, you know,
Mhm.
place for travelers to stay because it's still fair. It's bigger than Dugan's Hole, but it's still only about 100 people live here. And
I love that they actually have comfort ratings.
yeah, and
That's
it's
pretty awesome.
sort of you guys are sort of at the ass end of 10 towns. So if you had it a little, but since you guys ended up in Dugan's Hole, you kind of ended up in the crappiest town in Icewood in 10 towns. I mean, there would be a tavern basically like the one that you guys were at before, maybe a little bit nicer. They actually might serve hot food, since they have a higher service rating, but they still wouldn't be able to offer you a room other than like maybe an outbuilding or something.
Still, it's a good place to go inquiring. It is going there after her shopping trip.
Mhm.
Gonna say that I'm building on this map and draw a square around it. We're gonna say that this here is the tavern. That little shed behind it is basically where they'll offer for you guys this. You guys get to go back to the crappy tavern map that I made. Hooray.
Yay!
There will be no dwarf lady there, or she's not there. She's
I
not
don't know
there.
I don't know if you guys have Waffle Houses, but it's basically like a Waffle House. Just every tavern in every town looks exactly the same.
Yeah,
yeah,
even the
that's
like
making
even
me
the
think of
villagers are the same.
That's making me think of Supernatural and bouncing back and forth between the same location but different, the same because it all looked the same
Yes.
until finally he showed up on the one where everyone was dead. I was like, oh, they caught on.
Yeah.
I
But yeah, you walk in the tavern. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
oh, no, I was
Thought
just
you were done.
sorry, I was just rambling.
You walk in the tavern and it's basically like you said, it's the Waffle House of Goodmead. You do notice that the banners on the wall are a little different. Instead of the weird like rock that Dugan's Hole had, I think it was a rock. There's a rock with fish. There's like it's their town symbol is like a mug. I actually know if they have those as a thing that I can show you. Don't believe they have a handout for that. They do not. But their town banner is a mug with what looks like a staghorn handle. And still not like there's still just some small stoves struggling to keep the place warm with whale oil. They still don't really have a lot of wood that they can cut, even though it looks like on the map wise they're right on the edge of a forest. I think they don't really cut it down because that's where their bees go, and they don't want to disrupt their bees. So you guys see if yeah. So you guys are just chilling in the tavern. The barkeep, basically asks what you want to
Oh
drink,
no.
Do you have
but
anything
dear
hot
God.
to eat or drink
if
here?
Oh no, I'm fine. For some reason, it brought up like Okay, we're good. We're good. I was just typing out a response about bees, and then suddenly brought up like the programming page or something.
oh, did you hit F11
I
or
don't think so.
F12? You might have hit F12. That brings up like the source material for the page.
Anyway, as you were, sorry.
Yeah. So you guys basically sit down. The barkeeper, as you like remove some of your stuff, the barkeeper like looks at you in surprise. But since you made it past the gate, the guard, like, he's just gonna assume you're fine, and he offers you. They have mead here. They have like a basic like fish stew type thing, and the ubiquitous ale.
Oh, the fish stew sounds
It's
lovely.
like,
I'll definitely take a bowl of that for myself and for my friend Zilbo here. Gesturing at the kobold.
and they would be normal prices.
I would smile at him and I say, I would like to meet in a bowl.
Don't have a price for mead, so we're going to say it's silver for the mead because wine is 2, and then the ale is actually like 4 copper here. For a mug, a gallon is 1 silver or 2 silver.
All right, so meat and food will be 5 silver since it was a gold last time.
Sorry, what was that? 5 silver? What? I'm sorry. She was asking about how could there be bees here?
Yeah, I was just telling you, like, if there are bees, the bees should be kept up. They should be winterized. You know, it's eternal winter up
Well,
here. Why? They can't go anywhere.
that's
Sorry,
why they live in a big fiery building right now, and they're
but
just basically.
hibernating.
Well, the bees are in like the hives are inside of the mead hall,
Yes,
which
but
is a big fire-filled space.
but they can't go outside and pollinate all the plants because it's too cold out there. Sorry, my parents
True,
used to keep
but
bees.
true,
My
but they're
parents kept bees, so it's really
true,
not.
but the villagers are feeding them and doing their best to help them survive this time. So
It's a
All right,
fantasy game. Who cares? They have bees.
I
there
care.
is a summer season here, and like any Arctic region, like it gets tons of flowers in that brief like spring summer period, and the bees
Yeah,
do their
but
thing and then come back and then they keep them alive all
no.
winter.
It's not. That's not the part I'm worried about. It's the constant, never eternal winter going on right now
Like I
for the
said,
past
the
year.
villagers are doing their best to keep their bees alive. That's why they're in a building that's got like fires going all the time.
Anyway, I said it was just something, because my parents kept bees on a second. Anyway, so yeah, I was asking for food and mead. That would be hello?
And I needed to know how much
I gave you guys the
food costs.
prices. It was
I only
the
heard
mead
prices
was
for the mead.
yeah. I said 2 silver for the mead,
Hmm.
or actually 1 silver for the mead because I don't have a price for mead. I have a price for wine, and I figured it would be half the price. of wine.
Yeah, but the food.
Food is just, we'll say I'll say it's a poor level 6 copper.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, Ilay bought 2 things of food, 1 bowl for her and 1 bowl for Zilbo.
How much was the food again?
If you guys are gorging yourself, just assume that you're spending, a silver a day on food. Just so I don't have to go through this every time with trying to figure out how much you spent.
All right. So silver a day for food. All right.
Well, a silver per meal, whatever. Because you figure if you're gonna drink 2 ale and a meal that's or yeah, whatever. A poor meal and a mug of ale is 1 silver total. So unless you're drinking a whole bunch, you're good.
Yeah. Hannah didn't have that bad of a day.
And Ilay is not drinking. She is just eating and observing the. Is this the same? Is the tavern in the mead hall or is it a separate building?
It's a separate building.
Okay.
I misread the mead hall being a. It's like I said. It's basically a giant bee house.
Got it.
After finishing her meal, Helena will try to play a flute. Huh.
In the middle of your flute solo, a man comes lurching into the door. He's got two traps on his back, like animal cages. I'm trying to paste. I'm just putting a token and pasting it. He's basically wrapped up for the winter, carrying these 2 animal cages on his back. One is empty, and one has a fox inside of it. And he kind of shouts out. He's like, "Hey, out in the woods, found 5 of the militia with their heads crushed when I was checking my traps." And he a couple of the other villagers concerned, and you start hearing murmuring about those were the guys that went to look for the thing that stole the meat off the dog sled the other day. They never came back. And everyone seems kind of agitated. And this since this is sort of like a meeting center where most people from the town would be, it's probably bigger and more people here than this map shows. But for scale, and he would kind of move over here and start talking to these guys. But you over here, they're talking about apparently, see where did he some monster that their Veerbeeg stole 3 casks of mead from a dog sled when they were being loaded. And the town speaker tried to stop it and it killed him. And so the militia went off chasing it to try to and get the casks back, because that's basically the town's only source of income. And since they can't produce much, we're kind of dependent on selling that to get enough to bring in supplies. So you basically just hear this chatter.
So when I hear the word verbiage, what check can I make to see if I know what that is?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Give
If I can do,
me a
history or-
nature check, I guess, if you're proficient in it.
I am too. You
I'm
want
not.
me to roll?
What it is, I don't know. All right, well, roll. So you got a 15 and a 16. So you guys know that Verbeeg are sort of like they're giants. I'm trying to see how tall they are. It just says that they are giants that resemble oversized humans. They live up this way.
So
I share that with the rest of the party.
I will.
Kind of something Goliath sized.
Oh, giants.
I look at
Interesting.
him and I say, "Giants? What are they? How often do they come here to raid your village?"
Was that you're really hard to hear?
Oh, giants! How often? How often do they come to the?
Are you asking that too?
For the trapper that just came in.
Are you walking up to him or are you yelling at him from across the bar?
Walk.
Say anything about that? Didn't say if this thing has attacked before. I guess I'm just gonna have him say that they don't typically. It's just the thing. Most things have gotten more aggressive now that the sun's gone out.
Thank you.
You guys gonna ask anything else? Like,
Hannah will walk over and ask. She kind of pulls her hood up so they can't exactly see that she's an orc. Like, and which way did they go? Movements.
he would just say, I found the militia men not too far from well, not, I guess, not far from town, halfway into the woods, kind of. Like, he basically says that he could show you the path that he went on to get, like, his hunting trail, but he's not willing to risk leading you to it. But he said my footprints are there, and as long as it doesn't start blowing, the wind doesn't start blowing up, you should be able to follow it. But it is getting late, and you probably don't want to be out in the dark in the dark.
Advanced darkness.
Like, there's still like a day night cycle, but like,
I know, I was just making a SpongeBob joke.
Hannah will nod and look to the rest of the party and say, "Perhaps tomorrow it would be best to wait till tomorrow."
Right.
Yes, considering we just got here. Need a place to stay for the night.
And the trapper would be like, well, if you want to stay in my disgusting, tan bed.
The Hannah's will look up like, it's like, I have a skin that could use some tanning. Perhaps. How much would you do it? She's going to pull off the raw fur coat of the wolf and show it to him.
And be like, that's a fine pelt. I'll tell you what, if you leave it with me, I'll take care of it. If you come back alive from dealing with that beast, I don't want to ever back in the woods if after what I just saw. If you kill it, it'll be on me to treat it for you.
Dogs. Like, that is a fair price, and if I don't come back, but very it, and which is like only if I do not come back. I am quite fond. This beast failed me twice, and I will its fur with pride.
Like he's like that you would have take one of. I don't think he's probably ever encountered one like up in them and to be trifled with.
Okay.
You sleep in an awful encrusted skinning for the evening.
Yay!
Honestly, crusted in all.
It's he hangs his pills in there and he doesn't currently have any in there because he all guess we should call it there. It's 10 o'clock.
Yep.
As much as I'd like to go to 11, I think that anything we would do would be longer than that.
Yeah, and I have work tomorrow. It's going to be a very long shift.
You'll get to come home to a nice warm computer.
Yeah, and we have Tomb of Annihilation tomorrow, so I'll get a mocha. So I'll treat myself to a mocha, and then I'll just come home. Hello, Oreo.
Did you what level we're starting at for your campaign Saturday?
But are you talking to me?
We're playing your campaign this Saturday, right?
Yeah. Did you
No,
want to join?
Oh.
Do the one shot?
Oh,
Oh
one
no,
shot?
the one shots, the one that I was telling you about. No,
Oh,
that's
you're
not
talking
till
about
March
her.
13th.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's her.
No. That's my that would be my birthday one shot. That's not till the 13th of March.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sweet.
So
I have too many games to join an actual campaign, so I can do with the one shot though.
Okay.
yeah, now that I have my new computer, I can finally download it because I didn't want to download it onto my old computer, knowing I was just about to change computers.
It's accidentally
Hello, Oreo.
the AFK channel. That was weird.
Hello, baby. All right.
So what's left for
Well,
this
probably.
for this evening? Are we what we're doing for next session or?
Can use the channel to discuss.
Okay. No, I was just seeing if I should turn off the stream or not.
Oh yeah, you can turn off the stream. We're done.